Streetlights fall soft across my dashboard glow, and the silence wraps around me like something I used to know. I trace my breath on the window, watching it fade slow, realizing I'm not missing anyone, just learning to let myself grow. And in this hush I hear me clearer. Every thought unfolding near. I'm alone but not lonely, only. There's a warmth in the quiet that holds me slowly. I'm alone but not lonely, lonely. And it feels like the first time I've truly known me. The city hums a lullaby beneath my wheels, and somehow the stillness is the truest thing I feel. No empty spaces, only room to finally heal. Finding peace in the parts of me I used to conceal. And with each mile, my heart grows light, like it's learning to love its own company tonight. There's a warmth in the quiet that holds me slowly, slowly. Oh, I'm not alone, but not lonely. And it feels like the first time I truly know me. Maybe solitude was never meant to be cold, just a gentle place where my softer thoughts unfold. And sitting here, I feel my story taking hold, a tender freedom more than ever been told. I'm alone, not lonely. There's a warmth in the quiet that holds me slowly. I'm alone but not lonely. And it feels like the first time I've truly known me. Not alone, not lonely, not lonely, not lonely, not lonely, not lonely. Not lonely, not lonely. I pull into the stillness at the edge of town. Headlights fading on the curve where I finally slow down. The night settles softly, like it's holding out its hand. And I breathe in a version of myself I long misplaced in the sand. There's a tender little truth the end of the road, I see me clearer, clearer, clearer. All the miles behind me whisper I was always getting nearer. At the end of the road, I see me clearer, clearer, clearer. And the woman I meet here feels braver than the one who drove there. I sit in the hush with my heartbeat steady and new, realizing every turn I took was guiding me through. The past feels smaller now, like a shadow losing shape, and the future opens quietly, giving me room to escape. And I feel something gentle telling me I'm right here. At the end of the road, I see me clear. Every doubt I carried softens as the night draws near. At the end of the road, I see me clear, clear, clear. And I'm touching my beginning with hands I finally steer. I didn't stop from weakness, I stopped because I'd grown. Because somewhere on that dark stretch I found a voice that sounded like home. At the end of the road, I see me clear. A quiet kind of sunrise blooming deep within the mirror. At the end of the road, I see me clearer, clearer, clearer. And I'm stepping into tomorrow with a soul that feels sure. Soft as a secret I didn't know I needed. The words fall into the dim of my car, landing gently on the cracks. I kept quiet. I opened my mouth before I can think, singing truths I was too afraid to name. And the chorus wraps around me like someone finally heard everything I never said aloud. This radio confession feels like breathing, breathing again, again, again. Every lyric touches places I've been trying hard to hide. Keeps me healing, healing again, again, again. In the dark I sing the feelings I deny. The road glows soft beneath passing limbs, but the song glows brighter inside my chest. It echoes through the small safe space where I don't have to hold myself together. I match the singer's trembling notes, finding pieces of myself in every line. And the chorus spills honest, pulling truth from my breath, like it was waiting in the quiet for relief. This radio confession voice shakes, but still I follow every word that mirrors me. It keeps me healing, healing again, again, again. And for a moment I'm exactly who I need to be. Maybe the songs that break us open are the ones that know our stories before we dare to speak them. Oh, maybe tonight the music becomes a witness to the tender courage in my voice. This radio confession feels like breathing, breathing again, again, again. In the hush of the highway, I finally let the truth sound free. Yeah. Again, again, again. And as the last note fades into the night, I hear my heart sing back to me, sing back to me, sing back to me, sing back to me, sing back to wind slips through my fingers like something holy, cool against the heat I carried all day long. The city drifts by in soft silver blurs, and every block feels lighter than the last. I let the air wash over the tired parts of me, as if it already knows what I came here to release. And the breeze keeps calling, quiet but certain, like it's been waiting for me to hear it. With the windows down, I'm finally breathing, breathing again, 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 again. The night rushes in like a friend who whispers you're free now. My heart is easing, easing again, 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 again. Every gust feels like truth unfolding somehow. There's a softness in the dark I never noticed, a kindness hiding in the spaces between streetlights. I follow it, letting the wind unravel me, thread by thread into someone new. The world feels open in a way it never did when I kept everything locked inside. And the breeze keeps calling, steady and tender, showing me who I'm allowed to be. With the windows down, I'm finally breathing, breathing again, 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 again. The night becomes my witness, feeling every piece of me returning home. With the windows down, I'm finally breathing again, breathing again. The breeze leans in like a promise that I'll never lose this version of me. With the windows down, the night completes me, complete again, 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 again. And I swear, in the calm of the open road, the wind whispered, you're free now. Streetlights flicker like they know the way I'm feeling. Soft glow dancing on my skin like the night is breathing. I roll the windows down just to hear the city sigh. Every passing shadow humming something close to life. It's like the whole town whispers, girl, you're right on time. 'Cause the city's in my bloodstream, beating, beating into me. Every echo, every corner, moving in the same heartbeat. Yeah, the city's in my bloodstream, breathing, breathing into me. And I'm alive, alive in this midnight neon rivers fill the colors so across my lonely drive. But tonight the quiet feels like proof that I survived. Even strangers in the distance feel like part of who I am. The silhouettes like little rhythms keeping time with my hands. Like the whole night saying, baby, you're still free. And the city's in my bloodstream, beating, beating into me. All this motion, all this murmurs flowing through my chest so deep. Yeah, the city's in my bloodstream, breathing, breathing into me. And I'm alive, words pulsing my pulse me. Maybe I was lost before, but tonight I feel alive. Like the world and I are sharing one quiet holy spine. The city's in my bloodstream, beating, beating into me. Every light a little promise, every shadow harmony. Yeah, the city's in my bloodstream, breathing, breathing into me. And I'm alive, in this endless heartbeat, in this endless heartbeat. I drift through the avenue, slow and unhurried. The night unfolding like a velvet map around me. Windows glow in soft scattered clusters, each one a tiny heartbeat in the dark. And though I'm alone with my wandering thoughts, the city feels warm enough to hold every quiet piece of me. And the lights keep watching, gentle and steady, like they know I needed company tonight. These city lights feel like someone waking, waking again, again, again. Every flicker from a window sings a dream that mirrors mine. These city lights keep my spirit aching, aching again, again, again. In the shimmer, I'm not lonely, just a line. Skyscrapers rise like silent companions. tender, as if I'm meant to be here tonight. These city lights feel like someone waking again. They follow me down empty streets like constellations brought to earth. These city lights keep my spirit aching again. And in their glow, I remember my worth. Maybe companionship is a softer thing, a presence without words, a glow without touch, a skyline breathing quietly beside you. Maybe the city holds pieces of every heart that dare to dream in the dark. These city lights feel like some waking again. Every flicker tells me gently I was never truly on my own. These city lights keep my spirit aching again. And as they lean toward me in shimmering waves, the night whispers back, you're home. The road lies open like a quiet page, stretching out beneath the soft hum of my wheels. Nothing moves but the thoughts I've kept hidden, slipping loose in the calm between streetlights. I breathe into the silence as it settles around me, a gentle room where my heart can finally speak. And the emptiness feels tender, like it's holding space for every truth I never said. On these empty roads, I hear myself clearer again. The night becomes a diary that writes me back as I drive. On these empty roads, the quiet feels nearer again. And the silence heals me just by letting me ride. I pass long shadows that once heavy, but tonight they fall harmless behind me. The air is soft, the mouths forgiving, untangled memories I was scared to touch. With every curve, something inside loosens, as if the road knows how to carry what I can. Ooh, and the emptiness feels gentle, like it's whispering that I'm allowed to start again. On these empty roads, I hear myself clearer again. Every mile opens a window to the parts of me I left waiting. On these empty roads, the quiet feels nearer again. And somehow the silence feels like saving. Maybe peace is found in places that don't speak. The hush of night, the stretch of pavement, the steady breath of moving forward. Maybe the answers were always waiting in the stillness. I was too afraid to meet doubt our carriage slips softly unspoken. Lines of silver on the road blur into quiet wings, and for the first time in a while I feel what moving really means. The wind tells me secrets I was too afraid to hear before. I'm speeding into me, into me, into me. Not running from the past, just running toward who I could be. I'm speeding into me, into me, into me. And the faster I go, the clearer my heart finally speaks. City lights scatter like they're blessing my motion. Every turn a little vow carved in devotion. I see reflections of a woman I've forgotten to defend. Stronger in the glass, each mile I take again. The night says softly, you were always on your way. I'm speeding into me, into me, into me. No fear in my chest, just a rising kind of peace. I'm speeding into me, into me, into me. And the truth in my bones is louder than my knees. Maybe power isn't noisy, maybe it's the steady burn, a glow that grows inside you every time you choose to I'm speeding into me, into me, into me. Feeling hope, feeling open, feeling like I'm finally free. I'm speeding into me, into me, into me. And the night holds the road while I run into who I'm meant to be, where I used to fall apart. But tonight they only shimmer like warm echoes in the dark. I slow down just a little, let the memories rise and fade. They don't pull me under now, just show me what I've made. Funny how the same old places hold a different kind of light, where the past waves back at me, gently, softly, tenderly. I can see the girl I was and the woman I'm learning to be, where the past waves back at me, quietly, forgivingly. I feel the weight lift off my chest in the glow of the passing streets. A storefront door, we argued by now, just a pane of glass. And that rooftop where I cried feels like a dream that's finally passed. I drive like I'm tracing constellations made of who I used to know. And the stars that once felt heavy now just tell me I've grown. Funny how the broken moments turn to lanterns in the night. The past waves back at me, gently, gently, softly, tenderly. Every not the start. Maybe all the hurt I carried only softened up my heart. I smile at every memory that once felt like defeat. Away quietly, forgivingly, I breathe a little deeper and keep driving into me. The sky feels close tonight, hanging low like a quiet friend. And the road beneath me hums a truth I'm learning to defend. I'm drifting between who I've been and who I'm trying to become, wrapped in the hush of night where every heart becomes undone. And for a second, time slows down, like it's giving me space to finally turn around. Floating between starlight and pavement, held in a moment that feels like a soft displacement. I'm floating between starlight and pavement, where the past moves back and the future feels patient. My thoughts move gentle like clouds brushing the moon. And I feel the kind of calm that never shows up too soon. The wind carries pieces of the girl I used to be, letting them fade behind me as the night sets me free. And I exhale what I can't name, letting it fall away like sparks from a flame. I'm floating between starlight and pavement, held in a moment that feels like a soft displacement. I'm floating between starlight and pavement, where the past moves back and the future feels patient. Maybe this stretch of road is a quiet rebirth, a place where I'm lighter than I've ever felt on earth. Suspended in its calm, I feel new edges forming clear, becoming someone braver than the girl I brought here. Soft displacement, starlight and pavement, where the past moves back and the future feels patient. Between starlight and pavement, where the lights grow thinner, where darkness curls soft at the edges of the street. There's comfort in the corners no one looks at, a hush that settles deeper than the glow. In the dim, I feel my heartbeat slow and honest, as if the shadows see the parts I never show. And the night grows tender and the spaces out of sight, like it's keeping all my secrets safe. In the shadows I find pieces of me, pieces again, again, again. Not everything needs light to feel like truth in my skin. In the shadows I breathe quiet past alleys painted in soft midnight. There's silence warm as a whispered invitation. There's a beauty in what hides and listens, a gentleness in things that don't demand to be seen. I feel myself unfold in the lonely stillness, held by mysteries that ask for nothing. And the night leans closer, familiar and forgiving, like it's known my name for years. In the shadows I find pieces of me, pieces again, again, again. The darkness wraps around me like a story I forgot I wrote. In the shadows I breathe quietly, free, free again, again. And the hidden parts of me begin to flow. Maybe the truth waits in softer places, not loud, not bright, just steady and willing to hold what hurts. Maybe the shadows aren't emptiness at all, but the space my spirit needed to be heard. In the shadows I find pieces and pieces again, again, again. Every quiet corner whispers who I'm learning to become. In the shadows I breathe quietly, free, free again, again. And in the tender dark that wraps the city, I rise back into myself undone. The mirror holds a softened version of the night, blurring all the places I used to linger too long. Street after street slips into the distance, turning old memories into muted silhouettes. I feel the weight of what I carry thinning, like the night is gently peeling me free. And the rear view keeps shrinking everything I thought I'd always be, slowly, sweetly letting go of me. What fades as I forward stays behind, behind again, again, again. Every block I pass feels lighter. What fades as I forward frees my mind again, 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 again. In the dimming of the distance, I whisper my own name. The ghosts of old choices fall into the dark, their edges softening with every turn I take. I watch the glow of what once held me shrink into a harmless little spark. There's something tender in the letting go, something holy in truth gently, because it knows the heart breaks slowly too. What fades as I forward stays behind, behind again, again, again. Every glimpse of the past grows softer while the road opens wide for me. With faith that leads my mind, and in the quiet, street lamps blur like candlelight against the glass, and somehow every shadow lets me say what I've surpassed. I breathe out all the secrets I've been holding in too tight, letting truth rise softly in the quiet of the night. In the darkness, this feels like home, like a place where honesty can finally roam. I'm braver when it's dark, when no one sees my heart, when the road unfolds my fears and pulls them gently apart. I'm braver when it's dark, these midnight truths sunbars, spilling into whispers only silence can restart. I talk to my reflection in the rearview glow, telling her the things I never let myself know. The city doesn't judge me as it flickers passing by. It just listens as I open every thought I used to hide. And the night unfolds my name, letting me admit the things I fear and flame. I'm braver when it's dark, when no one sees my heart, when the road unfolds my fears and pulls them gently apart. I'm braver when it's dark, these midnight truths sunburst, spilling into whispers only silence can restart. Maybe courage isn't loud, maybe it's the way I breathe, when the world slows down enough for me to finally believe. Maybe darkness isn't heavy, maybe it sets me free, giving me the quiet strength to show who I can be. When no one sees my heart, when the road unfolds my fears and pulls them gently apart. I'm braver when it's dark, these midnight truths sunburst, spilling into whispers only silence can restart. I'm braver when it's dark, braver in the dark. A girl with a backpack crosses under neon blue. A man leans on a storefront like he's waiting on the moon. I see their lives in fragments as I'm rolling slowly by. Little stories painted in the corners of the night, and I wonder who they are. And why they're sharing this same hour with mine. Passing strangers in the glow, somehow they feel like home, like pieces of a world I'm learning to belong to. Passing strangers in the glow, I feel less alone, like every soul I see is carrying their truth. Couple laughs, softly walking hand in hand. The shadows blend together like they perfectly understand. A taxi driver yawns as he waits at the light. Another quiet guardian of these silver-coated nights. And I feel the pull inside, quiet comfort of a life bigger than mine. Passing strangers in the glow, somehow they feel like home, like pieces of a world I'm learning to belong to. Passing strangers in the glow, I feel less alone, like every soul I see carrying their truth. Maybe we're all wandering with hearts full of questions. Maybe that's the thread that ties us in connection. I only see them for a second, but it settles something deep. We're never truly solitary in the places where we breathe. Passing strangers in the glow, under glass, windows down, I sat alone on my skin. Streetlights stretching a soft golden rivers, guiding me somewhere I've never been. I breathe slow, watching colors spill and fade, realizing I've never truly seen myself until corners where old dreams waited, where I once shrank myself to fit the dark. Now the night wraps me in shifting colors, painting courage like a secret on my heart. Every reflection on the glass feels warmer, as if the world is learning who I am with me. And the glow on feels like a promise breaking free. Neon knows my name. Ooh, calling me home, pulling me in, and I swear in this moving light, I choose to belong to me. Maybe freedom was waiting in the quiet lanes, waiting in the soft hum of a night that doesn't ask for anything. Maybe loving myself starts with this moment. Just me, the wheel, and the glow that never turns Neon knows my name, whispers it again and again. Feel the shimmer on my windshield, I see the woman I'm becoming. Neon knows my name, holds me like a truth I can't escape. And in this drifting tender shine, I finally pulling to the quiet glow, neon humming low, still wearing the warmth of the road on my skin. A lonely little owl feels like a secret room, and I breathe in the stillness like it's something new again. Funny how the smallest moments make me feel reborn. In these soft lights at 2 a.m., I find myself again, just picking up a drink like it's something heaven sent. In these soft lights at 2 a.m., I feel alive again. Every small forgotten thing turning sacred in my head. Cold bottle pressed close to my palm like a promise. I smile at my reflection in the dusty freezer glass. No rush, no wait, just me learning how to be. In the night, giving grace I didn't know I lost her. Funny how the quiet spaces show me who I am. In these soft lights at 2 a.m., I find myself again, a stranger and a friend inside my own reflection. In these soft lights at 2 a.m., I feel alive again. Even this slow moment feels like gentle resurrection. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's the hurt place I never planned. In these soft lights at 2 a.m. I feel alive again. A simple drink, a silent night, and somehow I begin. I slip into the night like I'm shedding my old skin. Streetlights painted gold on every place I've ever been. Wind on my face whispers things I never said. I feel the past falling off me as the city blurs ahead. I breathe deeper with every mile I steal, like the motion makes the truth more real. Freedom, freedom, I feel it rising in my chest, rushing through me like the night won't let me rest. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving, leaving shadows far behind. Only in the speed do I finally find my mind. The highway opens wide like it knows who I could be, and the faster that I go, the more I finally feel me. All the doubts I carry melt into the quiet air. It's the first time in a long time I don't feel scared. My heartbeat syncs with the curve of the road. Every turn, rewriting things I thought I owed. Freedom, oh, I feel it rising in my chest, rushing through me like the night won't let me rest. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving, leaving shadows far behind. Only in the speed do I finally find my mind. In the rear view I see versions of me fading slow, and in the glow ahead a girl I think I'm starting to know. Tonight I'm not running, just choosing where I fly, discovering I'm allowed to touch my own sky. Feel me like the night won't let me rest. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving, leaving shadows far behind. Only in the speed do I finally find my highway stretches quiet under a sky that feels too honest, and every shadow on the pavement whispers things I try to promise. The moon hangs heavy, like it knows the thoughts I've hidden deep, and suddenly the feelings I outrun are catching up to me in the sweet. And in this dark, the truth stands close, softer than I feared, clearer than most. When the night tells the truth, it undresses the things I've been running from. When the night tells the truth, I hear my heart say things I never let it speak out loud. I grip the wheel a little lighter as memories flood the glass. The windshield holding moments I thought I lost every mile brings a confession I didn't know I had. But it feels like healing, even when the ache is sad. And with each breath I dare to feel, letting the honesty turn something unreal. And the night tells the truth, it undresses the things I've been running from. When the night tells the truth, I hear my heart say things I never let it speak out loud. Maybe these midnight relations are gentle in ways, breaking me open just enough to show what I couldn't say. And driving through the quiet, I finally see me clear, a softer, braver version I've kept someone near. The night tells the truth, it undresses the things I've been running from. When the night tells the truth, I hear my heart say things I never let it speak out loud. When the night tells the truth, tells the truth, the truth. The road unfolds like a promise whispered low. Headlights tracing dreams I used to be too scared to show. The night feels softer when it's only me and the lines, like every mile ahead could rewrite the parts I left behind. I feel the quiet opening wide inside of me, like space I never knew I needed to breathe. And I keep driving, like the story starts tonight. Every exit, every turn could lead me back into the light. I'm not lost, I'm not running, just learning where I wanna be on this highway of possibility. The wind carries secrets from a world I haven't met, a gentle pull toward futures I'm not afraid to get. The past fades softly in the hum beneath my feet, a reminder that beginning don't always have to be sweet. My heart beats steady with the open road, a rhythm that feels lighter silver shimmer soak into my spine. Confidence moves through me like a tide I didn't expect, rising higher with each thought I choose to resurrect. The night reminds me gently always on this cloud. Makes me brave, giving me the courage I kept saving for another day. Like the night already knows the place I'm meant to land. I breathe into the stillness as the engine hums low, feeling messages in every place the headlights glow. And I follow where they lead, like the cities whispering the things I couldn't see. Every sign is talking to me, softly, softly, telling me to slow down, telling me to be free. Every sign is guiding me home, gently, gently, pointing to the version of myself I'm meant to I didn't know I needed just to reconcile. The green spills like permission for a brand new start, a little nudge toward healing in the quiet of my heart. And I move where shadows shine, letting every symbol realign my mind. Every sign is talking to me, echo softly, telling me to slow down, telling me to be free. Every sign is guiding me home, gently, gently, pointing to the version of myself I'm meant to be. Maybe I've been waiting for a moment like tonight, where the world outside reflects the pieces of my life. Maybe the truth was hidden in these streets all along, in the pauses, in the turns, in learning where I belong. Softly, softly, telling me to slow down, telling me to be free, guiding me home, gently, gently, pointing to the version of myself I'm meant to be. Every sign keeps talking me, guiding me. I slip into the night with no direction, just the soft thrum of the engine under my palms. The city blurs in gentle streaks of gold, and my thoughts fall in line with the passing signs. I let the motion soothe the noise inside me, like the world's rocking my spirit back to calm. And the steady hum grows warmer, wrapping around me slow, like it knows the rhythm of my truth. On this long drive I'm finally settling, settling again, again, again. The road takes my restless his heart and quiets him mile by mile. On this long drive, I'm softly remembering again how it feels when my pulse in the night align in style. I wander through streets that don't expect me, letting the dark carry what I can't explain. Every turn feels like a small confession, whispered into the glow of distant lights. The farther I go, the more I recognize myself, unfolding in the hush of this drifting freedom. And the steady hum grows deeper, matching my breath, as if the night is breathing with me. On this long drive, I'm finally settling again. Yeah, the motion pulls my worries loose and leaves them somewhere behind me. On this long drive, I feel my true steadying again. And the quiet inside me feels like a place I can be. Maybe healing isn't thunder or tears, maybe it's the rhythm of the tires. The soft acceptance of moving with no destination. Maybe this road is the only one that listens without asking why. On this long drive, I'm finally settling again. The hum of the engine becomes my heartbeat, steady and unafraid at last. On this long drive, I rise into something gentler again. On this long drive, and in the quiet sweep of the open night, I find the version of me that feels like home. Streetlights spill like melted gold across my window. I'm humming with the hum of every passing shadow. No plans, no calls, just the whisper of the road. A quiet pulse inside me, finally letting go. And I don't know where I'm headed, but somehow I feel found. I'm chasing nothing and finding everything. Let the empty night just hold me while I breathe again. I'm chasing nothing and finding everything. And in the drifting, in the wandering, I feel whole again. Wind plays soft with the loose strands of my memory. I laugh at all the ways I tried to outrun who I could be. The city's just a mirror showing pieces of my heart, falling into place the moment I let them fall apart. And I don't know where I'm headed, but somehow I feel found. I'm chasing nothing and finding everything. Let the quiet sky remind me I'm allowed to dream. I'm chasing nothing and finding everything. Every turn, every heartbeat, ever has. I sit with the silence like it knows my name, like it's showing me the parts of me I've tried to change. So I breathe in the hush of this forgotten spot, finding pieces of myself I thought I lost in this still parking lot. I see clearer than I ever thought who I am, who I am. A single car passes, but it doesn't touch my calm. The night falls around me like a gentle open palm. I catch my own reflection in the glass beside my face. A stranger and a familiar soul meeting in the same place. I let the quiet wrap around my bones, like truth that only rises when I'm alone. So I breathe in the hush of this forgotten spot, finding pieces of myself I thought I lost, in this still parking lot. I see clearer than I ever thought who I am, who I am. Memories drift through me like slow moving lights, some heavy, some tender, all softened by the night. And I realize healing doesn't always need a plan. Sometimes it just needs time to understand. So I breathe in the hush of this forgotten spot, finding pieces of myself